listening to the Hanging from the Rafters podcast.
I dislike it on a personal level.
I dislike it extremely. I don't hate it, but I dislike it to the point where if you don't stop, I may hit you.
With Chris Rafter.
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Why don't you go back to fucking France or wherever the hell you're from?
Yeah.
Pull it out. Let's see it. What are we even fucking doing here?
Austin Rafter.
I can't believe what's happening to me. You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes. 3 minutes of playtime.
Bryce Silver.
Gonorrhea I got it from this one tramp that I was with. Come on, you idiot. You gotta. What do you mean? Anyway, brother, here's Wonderwall.
And Tim Morris.
Do you think the mimes actually stab people, or do you think they just mime it? Jamie, can you pull up a video of somebody's head being crushed by sonar? That'd be great.
Well, pitter patter, let's get at her.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Only
There
Reaper
we
mowing.
go. Pills are good.
Pills are good. Make sure, everybody, that you take your pills every morning.
Take your pills.
Your doctor prescribed pills.
Here's your soup.
You have your soup and your pills.
And we're live. All right, we're here with Hanging from the Rafters. It's just the
The three
crew,
of us, really.
Yeah, the crew in full effect, and without a guest today.
Yeah, well, that's no big
Let's
deal.
do
We
us
don't
three.
need a guest to have fun,
Yeah.
man. We just.
We ain't need none of that bullshit.
We went to ye old horse's ass fair and fucking
Cox ass fair.
Cox ass fair, a bunch of titties hanging out and beer and stuff, and people all making strange promiscuous statements towards each other. playing
Old
Mega Man.
mixed Vietnam Renaissance guys smoking weed out of Gandalf's pipes.
That was fun. I honestly, like, that's the funniest thing about it is, like, you can almost dress any way you want, and most people will accept it. Like, you go in there, he was dressed as, like, Gandalf as a gay biker, right?
Yeah, well, he had like a weird, like a fucking Vietnam, that like green beret looking cap, and the fucking even had a badge on the front.
He's not wearing a shirt, and he's wearing a leather vest, and then he's wearing, like,
Could be a
jeans
gay
with
biker.
chaps on him. It could be
Assless
gay.
chaps.
He doesn't
Did he have
necessarily
chaps on? I didn't notice.
Honestly, the leather vest made me assume that there were
Just assume
chaps
there's some
visually.
chaps there.
Whether they were there or not, I was probably hallucinating them.
Either way, it's gross.
It's nasty, dude. He's got the chaps on.
You should stop it.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm visualizing that. Maybe because I...
Yeah, just visualize the assless chaps.
Oh,
He had
God.
the old horror
The
show.
old
The old
horror
horror
Horrors.
show, yeah. They had another name for it, but they were basically supposed to... They were very loose women. Why is that? Like, at the Renaissance Fair, like, it's totally different from real life. You go down the street in New York City and someone says, like, "Hey, pretty lady," and she goes, like, "What the fuck?" And I understand that's creepy to begin with.
Yeah.
But why is "Hey, pretty lady" over at the Renaissance Fair, like, an invitation for the girl to come over and, like, rub her tits in your face?
fully
and, like, pour
accept that
beer
their
on your
tits are
head?
out.
It's everywhere, dude. One of my favorites, especially when it's really hot, is when they have, like, the horn or whatever. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
usually
and
like
their
glass.
tits.
Yeah, or metal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's in
dude.
between it,
Like, would you
yeah.
like a drink? And it's like, you damn right I want a drink.
Well, we went there last week, and like this girl, she's like, some girl sitting there, she's all hot or whatever, and she's like, "Here, try this." And he pulls the long thing out of her tits and puts it in the other girl's tits, and I was like, fantastic.
Yeah, that's exactly
That's
what I
fun.
wanted to. I came here to see that, actually.
Fantastic.
And meanwhile, all the men are looking back, trying to pretend that we're not staring.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
I'm
wasn't.
not
I didn't
staring
see that.
at you.
No. I know, completely normal exchange. Yeah.
I wasn't staring at me.
Maybe it's like a way, like, for women so that they could. It's funny because I want to say that they like, they I don't know, not dress up, but like dress on a lot. Like, there's a lot of clothing.
Yeah.
But then of course you see like the random girls walking through with like the ye old medieval midriff.
Yeah. The old belly shirt.
Yeah. They're from a different part of the globe.
It's just,
Yeah, well, I saw a ninja there. I don't think that really fits.
There's ninjas and pirates, and then an old gay biker dude.
Eh, well,
gay biker.
gay biker dudes were clearly around during that time.
Gandalf pipe of weed.
Can't really say he wasn't. He had clothing that would be very easily fabricated back then.
What if he's completely straight and you're just making like a complete,
Yeah.
just a judgment about him being gay?
That's exactly
based
what
on
I was
his-
doing, man. Like, because what are you supposed to
gay
do? Go up and
attire?
talk to the guy?
I was thinking about being like, "Can I hit your Gandalf pipe there, bud?"
Can I get a? Hey, bud, we got the ye old vaporizer. If you want to.
Hey, bud, I know what it smells like. That's weed in there.
Hey, bud, that's
Ye
Bud.
old trade.
Bud. Bud was smoking Bud.
Did
But that
you
was
do
nice. They had all the
Hey, Bud.
different. What's the
Did you do the intro?
Yeah.
Hey guys, listen to Hanging from the Rafters podcast with me, my brother, and Batman.
Batman?
Doing it again.
He's here somewhere. We just can't find him. And then there's me, Bryce. No one really likes me.
I'm Batman.
I am Satan.
I'm Batman.
Satan is here with us all. We want you to know that Satan cares about you, and Satan wants you to do everything in your life that makes you happy. So
Satan
long,
loves you.
So long as it's not for the Lord.
That message is brought to you by Stamps.com. They love Satan.
Satan
long time.
is about stamps.
He is. It's a longtime sponsor of ours, but it's because of our Satanism that Stamps.com has stayed aboard.
Thanks again, Stamps.com. They
And
bought this
Satan.
house that we live in.
Straight cash, actually.
Yeah, it
which
was
is
really
pretty
nice
cool.
of them.
Yeah, got that one asshole landlord out of the mix, and now it's just.
Yeah, I punched him right in his head.
Yeah, he liked it though. He thought you were very assertive, and he
Yeah.
backed down right away.
Just showed him I'm a man.
Coward.
Assertive.
You mean insertive?
Cowards. Hey, you see fucking Bill Cosby? First he got 3 to 10 years, which is 3 years.
Yeah,
Max.
3 years on good behavior.
And he got he also
Was he a
im-
bad
almost
behavior? Stab someone?
I was reading that he almost immediately fell because someone threw a stale hot dog bun at his head, and he
They
fucking,
were saying they wouldn't let him use his
and he
cane or
fell
something like
over.
that too.
Yeah,
and, like,
it's
he,
a
like, fell
fucking
on the
weapon.
stairs 'cause of
yeah,
it.
they gotta make sure you're not gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
Or
Sorry,
hurt someone
bud.
else.
You got to go to jail.
Well,
It's regular jail.
I
like
can't
a
have my
regular.
stick.
Are you telling me I can't have my pudding pops?
I don't even the
Well,
pudding.
that was what they wrote in the article, that he got Jello as his dessert the first day. And he'll get a Jello thing twice a day. Until
You know,
he gets
chocolate
out.
soda for you
Can't
here,
fucking
Dr.
chew.
Cosby. You honorary fucking graduate, you.
Yeah, you jackass.
Honorary rapist, man. That guy fucking he was drugging bitches. That's
He's a
crazy.
hell of a comedian.
Anyway, I want to encourage you all to come over to the house sometime and hang out with us and look at Rafter's extensive Cosby collection on record. It is fantastic. It's sitting to my left right
we're
now.
big Cosby fans.
all bought after the rape allegations.
Yeah,
And
after
Squealer Squirrel.
after the rape allegations
I went
and
out-
conviction.
I was like, these are
After
gonna,
that,
these are
hey,
gonna be a good price. I'm gonna get all of them.
Yeah.
It was bought after that hey leaving court, where he thought that was going to get him some brownie points.
Brownie points,
and
yeah.
That did not work out at all.
Well, extra money for the litigation.
It's-
lawyer.
That's fucking great.
It made you look like you didn't care
it's like
about
jackass.
the thing.
We know who you are.
No, the better. I thought the better one was when he did the whole.
just a rascal.
He did the whole Cosby look when he's coming out like his second time. He did the
Yeah.
like back and forth he does.
His look has changed since the 3 years or whatever.
He's quite disheveled. Does he have a glass eye now?
He's blind. I guess he's
I think
like,
so.
he's like blind
sure
in
he's
one
a
eye,
wizard.
and he's like almost blind in the other one.
He is a wizard, dude. He uses fucking
He's a
witchcraft
wizard.
potions. To
He's a
fucking-
wizard, Harry.
Oh, he uses his power for bad.
Harry, take these pills.
Quick. No, I'm not taking any. No.
You take these pills.
Anyway, you feeling sleepy yet?
I just have always really enjoyed the idea of thinking about being raped by Bill Cosby.
Or a wizard.
It's like, that's Bill Cosby.
That's gotta be a weird one.
Dr. Cosby's, I think he's butt fucking me.
I don't. Yeah, that's another thing too.
Dr.
Is like
Cos.
you're unconscious half the time, so you're waking up. You're like, what the fuck is happening
Holy
here?
shit.
going on here?
Hey, did I sleep with Bill Cosby last night?
Did the Cos rape me last night?
The cause raped me. I don't know how I
Smells like
feel about
mush
this.
mouth in here.
What is this shit?
Smells like Jello pudding in here.
Oh man, Jello pudding.
What if he
Jello does make pudding, so
What if they all got drugged by just having some Jello pudding?
That's why he always. That's
Puts all
his
his drugs
thing.
in it.
they thought it was the drinks. They
Everyone-
wouldn't have any of those.
Everyone thought it was just a cute thing he did, but
Yeah.
it turns out he was really just trying to tell everyone. He's like, yeah, I'm
I'm
putting
poisoning
drugs
people.
in the Jello pudding.
It was
I put
a
the drugs.
trail. I was a trail of.
drugs in
I put the drugs in the pudding.
Everyone do your Cosby impression.
It
quick.
made it. Put the drugs in the pudding.
Thank you.
The drugs in the pudding.
You all got to do it. Everybody out there that's doing
The
their Cosby
scribble
impression.
squabble.
Everyone at home,
I watched those pudding commercials.
call in with
and,
your
like,
Cosby impression.
I didn't realize he actually did pudding. I thought that was just like a joke because he talked weird, and so it was like maybe said a pudding thing in a Cosby show. And then I watched the pudding commercials, and they were kind of weird as hell.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Well,
how
he did it in his stand-up.
Yeah,
It's in that
it
album.
was stand up, and then like the context in the show made it easier to not
in the
like be
rape
weird on its
album.
own.
He did
Yeah,
that whole.
you didn't feel like you were getting raped when you heard it on the show
He
because he
did
had a
that
wife.
whole Spanish fly bit.
Oh well, that's before he was a little dirtier, if you know what I'm saying.
When he just fucking was out with it, he's like, "Fuck this! No one's gonna say shit to me. I'm putting Spanish fly in your drinks, bitches.
Bill Cosby, bitch.
I'm the cause. I have an unofficial doctorate that I lost right away. As soon as all
immediately.
these allegations.
Turns
came
out they can just take that back, but
Turns
it's
out,
not real.
yeah, that's what that's
Yeah.
worth, right?
I
I
thought
thought he got
was
people to call him
real-
Doctor. I always thought he was a real doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Cosby.
I thought he had a doctor in education. I swear to God, that's the case. Am I
But
wrong?
in English.
tablespoons of
I thought he had an English doctor. That's what I had heard a long time ago.
When he was Dr. Cosby on the show, there was one episode where he was talking to his doctor, like, you know, for physicals and stuff. And he had, like, gone to the doctor for a physical for, like, the first time in, like, 5 years, even though he's, like, delivering babies and shit on the show.
He doesn't. He doesn't have a doctor.
Are you
They're
sure?
all,
No,
they're
no,
all
no.
honorary. Oh, they're all honorary.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a. I
doctors.
don't think he
He's
actually
not
has
a doctor or
No.
anything. It was just like it was like, hey man,
He
you
does
did
have
a
an
lot.
education, I believe. I think he has, like, a
It's
college
crazy
degree.
thinking like how he got revoked because they gave it to him like, hey, you're such a good person. You've done such good for the world that we're gonna give you a doctorate from our school.
Yeah, they hand
It's
those
an
out to
honorary.
kinda
It doesn't
everyone.
mean shit. It doesn't get you a job in the
Yeah,
sense of,
it
like,
doesn't-
oh, I can do
Yeah, you go in
doing
there,
molecular biology and shit.
Nah, he was already big.
start
It's more just like
prescribing
yeah.
medicine to
It's
people.
It's just like being knighted in fucking England. Like, it doesn't mean anything.
Connided.
Knighted. Yeah, by the Queen.
Connided and fucked.
Knighted and fucked by the Queen.
There was
Daddy
always
didn't love me.
there was always one bit when he was on the Cosby Show as Dr. Cosby, that when he's talking to his doctor, you know, his doctor's telling him you got like high blood pressure and stuff like that. And so he's like, so what do you eat? And so this episode's supposed to be about like taking care of yourself. And he tells him like, what's one of your favorite meals? And he goes, well, what I like to do is I like to go to the store and buy 2 bottles of chocolate soda. And right out the gate, I'm like, fucking chocolate soda?
Is that a thing?
Where do you get this shit?
Gross.
Who doesn't? Hey, whoa.
It's probably gross.
Let's pump the brakes on the gross part right here. Dr. Cosby was drinking this shit. He likes the pudding.
He also liked to rape.
He also likes to big fan of rape too. Well, hey, you know what? Some
Rape
rapists,
brought to you by chocolate soda.
some rapists
pudding.
like soda. Okay, just just roll with me on this one here. But
Stick
he
with
says
me.
that, and then he goes and he talks about a hero sandwich that he likes to eat, and he explains all the food on there. The whole episode, all I'm thinking is he's talking to his doctor about
You know what we're doing?
being healthier, and all I'm thinking is like, I want one of them fucking sandwiches with
I
some
need
chocolate
a
soda,
hero
you son of a
sandwich.
bitch! Like
that.
your episode made me hungry, not health conscious.
You know what we're doing with that? We're narrowing down how he got the women. It was pudding, fucking chocolate soda, or a hero sandwich.
Yeah,
He's
he
like, you
definitely
have
didn't
one
feed
of
them a
these
hero
3.
sandwich. You think he wants to smell salami on a girl's breath while he's raping her? Oh no, don't.
Oh,
no.
she burped
Oh,
in my
that's
face.
disgusting.
Oh, she burped in my face.
That's.
It's the salami burps.
Ooh. He says his alma maters are Temple and University of Massachusetts. Yeah.
He might have like a bachelor's, but I think he got his honorary from
Got his
Massachusetts.
bachelor's from
UMass.
Temple. He received a master's from the University of Massachusetts Amherst, and he earned his doctorate in education degree in 1976, also from UMass.
Oh, so he
His
actually
dissertation
has a
was on
doctorate?
the use of Fat Albert. Discuss the use of Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids as teaching tool.
Oh yeah, it's just like James Cameron did like the same thing, didn't he? Like
James Cameron's a
I read
doctorate?
that he got his master's. His master's doctorate, and he put in for filmmaking, and he submitted Titanic as his like final thesis. And like, hey, look, here's
Yeah.
what I made.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's basically what you're going to film school
Yeah.
for, isn't it? To direct a fucking movie
Yeah.
or produce one or something.
But he didn't have any like official degree, or he didn't have like a doctorate or whatever before. So he's just
Yeah.
like, here, I'm
Yeah,
here.
well,
Here's Titanic.
I thought James Cameron was one of the directors that never received a degree.
It
in
was
film
like
school.
later in his like he's 35 and he
Oh,
came.
okay, yeah.
He'd
so he's
already done
he was
all
already
these
making
movies.
some movies
Yeah,
at that point. Yeah,
And so he came in.
him and Quentin Tarantino and a few
shit.
others. They never actually went to film school
Yeah.
at all. Is like that's what one of their claim to fame.
That's
is
where they
was-
suck.
The indie
Oh wait,
movies really
I don't know
took
about
off
John
in the
Favreau
90s.
either. I don't think he did. I might be mistaken about Favreau, but I know that those two they didn't straight up.
Your money, baby.
that's why they
So
make
money, you don't
terrible
even know
movies.
Yeah,
Just
I mean-
terrible.
Yeah, awful movies
Why
by
did he
John
did
All those
Favreau.
Swingers?
awful movies.
Swingers, the Iron Man, the first
He
two
did
Iron Mans
Iron
were
Man,
terrible.
yeah.
Iron Man.
And that god awful Jungle Book movie that won Academy Awards
Butt fuck movie.
because they wanted to
Did
give
he
awards
do the
to CGI
Jungle
people.
Book?
Yeah,
What
that
the
was the
shit?
WB's Jungle Book that won like all those.
I know he's
visual
the
effects
voice
awards
in
and the
Solo.
best
Oh, I haven't
screenwriter.
seen that.
It's apparently got like one of the
Is
best
Disney?
screenplays or whatever. No, it's Warner Brothers.
They
I don't
own
know how-
Jungle Book?
No, they don't own it. They I guess they got rights somehow.
Well,
Kind
because
of like
the
Tarzan
Jungle,
and
the
shit
Jungle
like that.
Book is originally an like a 7-book
Oh, yeah,
Indian
that's true.
story.
It's just
and
like
Disney
uh,
bought the rights for whatever their Jungle Book was.
like
To write
fucking-
jazz over it.
Was it what the Hans Christian Andersen did Little Mermaid?
yeah,
all those
are
original
really-
Disney
they're,
movies
They're
are just-
really dark too. The original Little Mermaid, the whole thing was like when she got legs. it felt like knives in her legs, and the prince makes her dance for him, and so she dies dancing because fucking it hurts so much.
Dance until
Fucking
you
those dark ass German fairy tales, those are dark as shit.
Yeah, those Germans don't give a shit about being nice.
It's no
to
wonder the
goddamn
Nazis
children.
rose up with these fucking
makes
dark.
sense.
They're sitting there. Their parents are like, "You're gonna die.
Nazis.
Don't wish upon anything, or you're gonna die."
When you wish upon a star.
When you wish upon a Hitler, then you get the World War II.
Man, I was watching the Netflix. There's like a documentary, a conspiracy theory documentary. And the first one was like on that there's like there's quite a bit of evidence that Hitler may still have been alive after that, when they shot themselves and shit.
They found him.
I thought he gave
Because,
cyanide.
No, well, okay,
That was the
so
whole. He forced his dog, his like beloved German Shepherd, to take a cyanide pill and make sure it would kill it, and then he gave it to Eva Braun. Then he took one.
well, that's what the story
That was
was.
the story
And then they
was.
burned the body before they got overtaken.
Yeah.
But and then
Who, the Germans did?
The Germans did, but then after
Oh.
that, the the FBI and the CIA were still like investigating whether Hitler was still alive. Like it was a question.
at that point.
Oh, I guess the FBI, whatever. I don't know. But
Whoever
I was
defense-
watching it and I was learning things, but not all the things.
Keep going.
And the fucking the Ruskies, the goddamn Russians.
God damn it.
They like 5 years afterwards, like released something that said that they had his remains and they'd taken them.
Really?
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah, and that like they had his skull and there was evidence he didn't take cyanide. He shot himself in the head.
That's crazy.
Yes, the common story is actually that he shot himself in the head.
Yeah,
Didn't they? Didn't
They
they
found him in
find?
a bunker.
Didn't they recently find some like Nazi in Queens or some shit like that?
yeah,
Who had been living there for like 30 years?
Oh yeah, he got deported twice before too.
yeah. They were
That's
they were
crazy.
questioning whether they can do anything about it at this point.
Well, what's
Why?
I mean,
They're still like there's that show of like I was watching one of those fucking, I don't know if it's like a reality show, but they're fucking Nazi
Nazis.
They're
Nazi reality
well,
show.
Yeah, it's Nazi reality.
Mein Kampf.
They're Nazi hunters,
Mein Comfort.
and they go through
Mein
like, South
Comfort.
America looking for like people who might have been Nazis, because you still are a war criminal, and that it's kind of like murder. It
must be a
just
really
is
short
for
show,
life.
sir. We believe that you might have been a Nazi in World War II. I don't want to talk to you.
What if we got 17 old former Nazis together in a house and see what hijinks
See
they
what
get into?
happened when things
We
started to get
put
real.
seven-
We put
17 Nazis and 3 Jews into a house.
See what kind of wacky shit
Kind of
happens.
antics. Day 2, they've murdered the Jews.
They're all fucking
Oh
each
my
other.
god!
holy God!
What the fuck is wrong with you
Well,
people?
Why
Gotta
does it smell
admit-
like gas?
Kind of bet on this one happening. We did have a clause.
we
though.
roll those
We
dice.
should have foreseen this coming.
We did give them free funeral services, so that kind of worked out.
freefuneralservices.com.
Freefuneralservices.com. That sounds like a real thing.
Freefuneralservice.com. Free funeral services.
Are you dead?
Were you murdered in a violent act? That
Don't worry,
wasn't-
we got you.
we got
specialize
you at
in closed casket.
freefuneralservices.com.
Closed casket, open casket. We have all the caskets.
Saying you
Cardboard-
specialize in closed casket means that you don't specialize in anything.
It sounds like it would.
We're
just
pretty
means-
good at putting a body in a box
It's
and
more-
closing
We
it.
got cardboard and plywood.
Well, it more sounds like you're gonna deal with like the worst cases, like the dude got his face shot.
Yeah,
in or
shot the fuck
something.
off by a shotgun. Blow!
They even shot him in the
Closed
face, so,
casket.
so his mom couldn't have an open funeral. Open casket
Shot in the
funeral.
face.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a sad
That's
moment.
what I was
Shot him in
thinking
the
of,
head.
Yeah, like a Tommy.
Couldn't have it. Couldn't have it. You got a big old hole in his fucking.
Oh,
What are you gonna do? Put a cork in
no.
the fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
No, it's okay. We can show. There's no blood anymore. I got it out.
Realistically, like that close range, you probably blow a good portion of your head off.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
some
Well,
shit.
especially from
Chunks
the
of
other
shit.
side, the exit.
Yeah,
the exit,
yeah.
Maybe
especially.
depending on
They-
the gun. I don't know.
Depending
I
on the
don't know
gun, yeah.
about
9mm,
firearms.
probably not.
They shot him in the back of the head, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's
It's,
like, oh
it
no!
looks like
when they
it looks
shoot
like
him
a
in.
big slug, like a 44. They like put to his head, and like, he's like, "Oh no!" And fucking they, motherfuckers, you fucking motherfuckers,
Oh, yeah, he's fucking slamming
Yeah.
the goddamn thing.
you fucking motherfuckers.
Dude,
fucking
man, Joe
whacked
Pesci
him.
always
They
gets
whacked him.
whacked, man. He always gets whacked in those movies.
Well, maybe
he's
he
too-
shouldn't act like an ass.
Yeah, he's a fucking too big of a badass.
It's the casino one that really irks me.
Casino.
oh, yeah,
Ever
they
since
beat him to bats and first
Beat
they
him
kill
and his
brother. in front of
brother.
him.
Yeah.
They beat his brother up first, though.
Yeah, they make him
They
watch.
make
They
him
make him
watch and
watch,
beat
and
him.
then
That was
they
the point.
beat him to an inch of his
They're
life.
really sending a message.
And they bury him alive.
Oh my god! I mean, just imagine that. Like, you've been beaten to an inch of your life, so these guys are like literally just carrying you, and they throw you in a fucking hole. Like,
Yeah.
you already can't move, and you're in extreme pain, and you're like laying on your face in the dust, and now these dudes are throwing dirt on your
And they're
ass.
just burying you. Yeah, it's fucking.
And
can
one of them
barely
was like your
breathe.
boy, right? It was like his friend.
It was his brother.
No. The one of the
One
guys
of the
who
dudes
beats
that
the
was
shit
yeah,
out of him
yeah,
with
yeah.
a bat.
It was
that's how they got
he
him,
just
man.
died. It
Face.
was Billy Bats, the guy who plays Billy. Or was
Oh,
it
it is
like-
Billy Bats,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it
that
is.
was one of it. That was like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
guy that would. It was like number two.
Go get your
that's,
fucking
well, that's how
shine
they
box.
got. That's how they got him there because he's like, hey, we're gonna go meet over here, and they fucking drive. They drive him out there. His friend is driving, and they get out and they
Irishman,
see
no?
the hole, and they're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, well,
we're
he comes
fucked.
walking out, and they got his brother, and like, what the fuck? And then they hit him with the bat, and he
Right in
he
the
leans
back of
over,
the
and then
leg
they
in the head.
make him watch him beat their brother to
Right
death.
in
I remember
back.
I looked up what Robert De Niro's character really looks like that, and he does not look like that at all. He's
Oh,
just like an old Jew.
No, look what Henry Hill looks like.
Oh, he's a
Holy-
rat.
yeah,
Yeah.
he looks like a rat. Like your face looks like a rat,
He's got
dog.
like
Whole family
a
was a rat.
rounded rat face.
He did all kind of interviews afterwards.
Jesus, man, that's that. How is he not?
He
dead?
wrote the book.
How do you not get killed after?
Yeah,
that?
I don't know either. Like, I just feel
Yeah.
like the mafia doesn't like let that shit go. It's
No
not
way.
like there's a statute of limitations.
Yeah, and
They're still
fucking-
gonna fucking kill your ass.
We were talking about. We watched the first Purge the other night,
Yeah.
and we were talking about like what would you do if you're in the mafia or like a gang, and your brother said something I thought was actually pretty genius. I said, big score, right? Like you have the fat deal, big old heroin or arms deal, whatever.
Yeah.
Biggest one of the night because you're gonna make the most money and no one
It's
can stop
legal
you.
too now. Yeah.
Rafter said a good one. He said, what was it? Settle all beefs, right?
Yeah,
Like you want your war, or you want to kill off a head
it
of a
wouldn't be
family?
scary to them. Like they live in the hood. They get shot at every day. Like,
Yeah.
fuck is this? It's just, sure, cool. Now everywhere's the hood today.
Who was it? I was talking with someone about like a good move, or like almost like a good story would be if in the Purge world you kill a person and you have to like keep it hidden until the Purge is going on because you killed them like 10 hours before. And so it's a person like is important,
Yeah.
and you're trying to just keep it hidden until it starts. Then you can just be like, "I fucking killed him! Ah, it's the Purge!"
Yeah.
But fucking like the whole time, the whole day, it's almost like a fucking Weekend at Bernie's style
Sweating it.
thing. You're just trying to like answer calls.
He's
for
alive.
them,
No,
and it's
no,
like,
he's here.
no,
he's in the
just-
shower.
Yeah, he's not feeling
He's,
very well
he's
today.
taking a bath.
Even fucking worse would be like, what happens the next day? It's like I killed 3 of the neighbors last night.
It was legal
So
yesterday.
you just go right back to like, could you imagine? Like you just found out the guy next door killed 3 people in your neighborhood
Yeah,
on
you
the
never
Purge night. It's not like you're gonna be like, hey, you want to come over for barbecue or what?
Yeah, no, next Purge, he's
You
dying.
want to watch my kids? What do you want? What do you
Well,
want?
that's the worst part, right? You're walking, like you're thinking to yourself, okay, we got to get somewhere safe. The house is not safe. We got to get to grandma, wherever the fuck in the middle of nowhere. So it's like you're getting out of your house and you got to be strapped, and you see your neighbors coming out too, and they have their guns. Like, are they coming out to kill somebody or to like try to find
Yeah,
safety?
exactly. You can't trust
so
anyone.
You're just drawing your weapon on everybody now.
Yeah, you wouldn't trust anyone.
Oh no, not a chance!
What the fuck, dude?
Dude, the funniest thing would be to me is like I can imagine what it'd be like. Maybe flashback, like say it happened like 15 years ago, 10 years ago. We had a neighbor named June, and this lady always sat on the porch and like smoked cigarettes.
killed her?
I imagine. Yeah, after I killed her, she stopped smoking cigarettes.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
it's a good way to quit.
Yeah. Anyway, she would always sit on the porch and like smoke cigarettes. I don't know why, but like I could totally imagine her ass, like old grandma, like 75-year-old lady, just
Shoddy
smoking-
on the
with a
fucking-
shoddy on her
Yeah.
shoulder, or like on the foot of her rocker, just smoking cigarettes.
I
drinking
think
iced
of,
tea.
What is it? Jeepers Creepers in the first one. They go to that old
it's the
lady's
old
house,
ladies, when we sing
and
the
she
song.
comes out with the shotgun,
Yeah.
and like
She's the only one ready.
Yeah, you see the fucking whatever the monster is, and he's up on the thing like a scarecrow, and she's like, "Get the fuck off of my goddamn
Yeah.
property!" And she shoots at him like 3 times. Like, this lady's a badass, and then
She
then he
fucking
kills her.
knows.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And then
he
she
kills
dies.
her.
Well,
Well, of course she does.
And
She's
Justin
fighting
Long
extra.
dies too.
everyone's gonna die, so the best you can hope for
You
is
always
to go out
forget-
like a motherfucking
Yeah, go
badass.
champ. Yeah, dude.
You always forget that Justin Long was in that movie. He's
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking main
he's the main
character.
Yeah, Brandon St. Randy, his real name.
Remember in the second movie?
Is that really his name?
No, that's his porn name, and Zach and Miri make a porno.
Oh,
Him and Brandon Ruth are in
Wait,
the guy who played
Justin Long?
Superman.
he's Justin Long's in that.
yeah,
oh, no,
yeah.
he's not.
Zach and Miri make a porno?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Are you thinking of the other the because there's fucking Jay from Jay and Silent Bob, and then there's the other guy.
Yeah,
that's not him.
I don't think Justin
What?
Long was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
The guy who gets I don't know what the fuck he's the one that the girl butt fucks all. She pegs him all the time. Like that's part of the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
That's not Justin Long.
Justin Long here.
But Justin Long was in that.
No, he was. Yeah, he's another character where like they're talking to him and he's actually part of gay porn.
Oh, yeah.
He's
remember,
Brandon
yeah.
St. Randy, and then
Yeah,
he has Brandon.
Brandon,
Ruth.
yeah.
He has Brandon Ruth,
They
the
go to,
guy
like,
who
the
played
high school
Superman in
reunion
2000
or whatever.
They have Brandon Ruth and the guy who played Superman in
Deep
2006,
voice.
and the guy who played in Zach Pilgrim. He's one of the ex-boyfriends.
Oh yeah.
He's in it too, and he's like Brandon St. Randy's like bottom. He's like this gay lover, but he's a
The
bottom.
kind of effeminate one
You hear
from
that
Zack
too?
and Miri.
It's going down in the neighborhood right
Shit.
now.
It's going
Siren.
down.
They're shooting.
Hey, remember that one time that fucking like the out of nowhere we're just chilling here and you just hear hell of cops coming by and then we find out that there's a guy holed up in his house and he
Yeah, like
says
2 blocks over.
he said he had a hostage too, but
Yeah.
apparently the hostage
There's
was
like
his
4
wife
ghetto birds.
Yep.
and she was kind of like in on it. She was just like, say I'm a
I ran
hostage.
into a situation just like that where I was living here, and I was driving home one night, and this one street that I was driving down in the hood.
God, will those cops shut the fuck up? We're trying to do a podcast.
Everybody like listen to this shit. This is
They have
garbage.
no respect at all.
Fucking asshole cops.
We're trying to talk.
Fuck
about
the
cops right
police. Brought to you by Hank from the Rafters podcast.
now. Yeah, I got,
Fuck the
we
police
just wanna
coming
say,
straight from the underground.
You know what? Not fuck the police, but fuck their sirens when I'm trying to
The
record.
sirens really
Fuck
what
the
annoys me the
sirens
most.
coming
Fuck
straight
the-
from the
no.
underground.
Brandon St. Randy. That's actually a really good gay porn name.
Remember him in fucking what was it? Unaccepted. Was it accepted?
Accepted,
yeah.
Accepted,
I'm
yeah.
retarded,
When he makes his own college.
That was
They're
actually a
fucking
pretty good
hour.
one.
Jonah Hill's really chubby in that. They
super
they
fat in
the
that.
fat body the
He's like
bodyguards.
40-year-old virgin fat man.
That's been a while. We saw that one in theaters, like in high school. Didn't
Have
we?
you seen a?
Yeah.
Have you watched that new Maniac show on Netflix?
Yeah.
He's very skinny in it, but it's a weird like dark comedy sci-fi thing, but it's pretty good. But yeah, he's fucking skinny as shit. I had a burp. So.
I thought that was the end of your stomach.
No, I had a burp.
pretty
But
good.
it's pretty good.
Anyway.
He's fucking skinny as shit for that show.
Is that the one that they keep like pumping up as a meme, like where he's like super jacked?
No, he like because
He's
his
just
whole
skinny.
thing. He's a paranoid schizophrenic in the show. Like, you
Yeah.
find it right away.
There's one meme
so
of him
no,
like
no
it-
spoiler alerts.
he's
but-
like he's getting out of like his car or truck or whatever the fuck to go wherever, and he's wearing like a muscle shirt, like with the
Yeah,
shit
yeah.
cut off,
Oh, I've
and then,
seen
like
it, yeah.
shorts and like regular running shoes, and like even like on the undoctored photo, he's looking strong, and then like people have like
I thought he got fat again. Isn't that
he's
wrong?
gotten fat and
He
skinny
did-
and fat and skinny, and this time around they fucking someone fucking like juiced him up in the photo. They got a photo shot. They like hella ripped, and it's like this man should be the next Captain America,
all
and it's
jacked up
fucking
and
Jonah Hill.
that can't be good for your body to be fucking.
I know, I can't
gaining hella weight
imagine.
and losing
Well,
it
I bet
really
you him and
quick
Christian
rapidly.
Bale are all
Yeah,
on the
Christian
same
Bale.
diets.
Holy shit.
Oh my god!
The Machinist?
With the machinist,
Yeah.
I remember I saw that randomly at like 3 a.m. on HBO, and I was
I
like
think you
12
weighed
years
100
old,
pounds.
and he was
Yeah,
fucking,
he's like nothing left.
You know what's the weirdest, the best part is that movie's not that good.
Yeah.
Movie didn't
I
do
heard
very
people-
well, and it wasn't that good.
I heard it didn't do well, but it got good reviews though, which is
It
like
was-
the case
it-
for most
I know,
really like.
it's
It's
artsy.
weird. It's artsy movie.
Yeah, the
whole
art house
thing-
films are cool and all, like, but you have to be in a certain mood for it, and they're definitely not made for theater. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
they're
let's see. I watched it.
It's
at
a
home.
niche.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
certain people-
If you're going there, it's got to be at like the Sundance or some shit like that, where like, because I don't know, I feel like when you go to the movies nowadays, most people they don't want to see that shit.
They don't want an artsy movie.
They
That's
want
why
to see
those
the
movies
big
are
horror
made.
movie. They
Just
want to
wanna
see the big
another
comedy
goddamn
movie.
superhero movie.
Yeah,
right?
superhero
Is it too much
movies
to
are
ask?
pretty much own it. If you count like a Star Wars and all that shit as
Yeah.
superhero, I do.
Yeah.
Jedi's are superheroes to me.
Essentially.
He's also Jesus.
Well, there's
but
power. Yeah, Jesus,
Jesus.
amen. It's brought to you by Jesus and Satan.
God is good all the time, people.
All the
God
time.
is good.
God is
Except
good.
for
all
on
the
Thursday
time.
afternoons, like 3:30, he's not good
He's a
at that
real,
time.
he's a
then
real
off
dick
of
at
it.
that time. Well, he starts drinking.
Yeah, well,
That's when God starts
it's his
drinking.
day.
You know, he's upset after a hard day at work and with pain in the ass humans, and he wants to have a drink poo. But you're getting in his fucking face about his drinking problem, and he doesn't fucking have one.
At the end of the 5th day, God drank.
God,
God got fucking wasted.
and
God
on
got
the
fucking
7th
drunk.
day, God did shots.
Yeah. God got fucking drunk.
You know, that's
Big time.
And imagine just like God having beers the whole time. And the first day, creating light. No, like
Flip, switch.
Fucking
what do you-
light.
There's the
No,
sun.
turn
Turn
that
off
shit
stars
on.
and
We're
shit.
good.
stupid
created
planet.
light. Hey, that'd be funny too if like we were just a drunken idea. We weren't even one of the good ones. It was just one of those. What if I made like these bipedal, like weird hairless, fucking thinking things that
Did
like
I
are the
make
only
a
things on the
last
planet?
night?
Dude. I
It's
just made
like,
a
God,
planet
you made a
last night.
planet last night in a race of people, but
That's right.
You
That-
also slept with Susie.
The
Oh, I'm pretty sure you should get tested, God.
the forbidden fruit was just like a terrible drunken accident. It's like, God, you made a planet, you made people, and you gave them the fruit of knowledge. Shit, the fruit of knowledge? Oh my God!
Oh my
Don't eat
God.
that! Don't eat that one!
Oh,
No!
No, they
Next
already.
thing you know, they'll be killing each other with nukes. God
they
damn it! It
already
happens
ate
every
it.
time.
They already ate it.
God damn it! Fucking pain in the ass.
I didn't think they would, dude. I was blacked out.
I figured the snake would do it,
What
but
is
nope,
this?
not these fucking guys. They're badasses.
Wait, Lucifer? Lucifer was my buddy. He gave them the fruit of knowledge. What the fuck is this shit, man? I gotta talk
we
to
used
him.
to go bowling together, and now he's gonna do me like
He
that.
is out
out.
of this motherfucker called heaven.
Say,
We're
Michael,
done.
get this motherfucker out of here.
Lucifer's back there packing up his bags. I don't even fucking understand this shit. I told that bitch to stay away, and she just said she wanted. I
I'ma go
tried
down
to
to
tell
my
her to stop.
cave.
I tried to tell her that it wasn't even good. She takes a bite, said it was sour, and cursed the entire human race.
I was like,
I tried to stop her, God, and of course he doesn't believe me because St. Peter and all those motherfuckers came back later with Jesus and said I was lying. So of course
Satan said,
no
"Don't
one
eat this
believes me.
shit. It's gross.
Oh my God, poor. And you know what?
And you know Jesus doesn't like me. He's never
That's
liked
probably what
me from
happened.
the start. So
It's probably what happened.
He always
had
gave me
this
weird
thing.
looks.
I think he gave it to her actually.
Jesus was mad because God fucked Susie, and it really pissed off. You know,
You just kind of
He's
had a
all
thing
mad
for
at
Susie.
It's a weird father-son
Weird
thing, but
that-
now you're taking it out on
when
me.
you're an eternal being and you lived in both
damn
the past
it.
and the present, it's kind of hard to forgive.
and forget.
You know, maybe humans, but extra dimensional cosmic beings, that's different, man.
This episode brought to you by the Catholic Church.
We love the Catholic Church, and we want to let you know that the papal state is alive and well.
We'll raise children.
Write us a check so we can keep paying for our lawyers.
Yes, please. At the bottom of your screen, you should see the link for our GoFundMe. Please give us lots of money. We will give you nothing in return.
Yeah, we're not putting
We'll
out
give
any
you.
more
We'll
extra
sell.
episodes.
I think they should bring back the. What are the things they were selling that Martin Luther did with his 99 Thesis? Indulgences.
Indulgences,
They
yeah.
used to bring those shit back to get some money. Get
I
some
raped
real
some
money in
bitch.
there.
It's
that
okay. $45.
It's all right. God forgives you.
God forgives you for a nominal fee. That's all it takes, man. It's just a little extra cash.
I like it. Then the whole like part of the church split off when they started doing that, and like they look at those people as like they're crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't think that like we're allowed to just tell forgiveness for your sins? Okay, I'm pretty sure I talked to God on Thursday, and he
Yeah.
said it's cool.
You said your church leader talked to God. Well, guess what? I'm the church leader,
Yeah,
and
you're-
I talk to God.
I'm the only guy
too.
that talks to God.
Yeah.
It's
When
in
did
the
it, when
book.
did it become crazy to talk to God? When did that become crazy?
What am I the asshole? Is it
Like,
me?
I guess when you're not like some goofy white dude in power, right? Like that's probably one of the only times.
Yeah.
If you're a goofy white dude in power, then
It's
you
okay
probably
to talk to God if you're wearing like a
purple robe or
Joel
some
Osteen,
shit.
It's
or,
all
or a
good.
nice suit.
Or
Joel
a nice
Osteen.
suit, yeah.
Yeah,
Write that guy a check. He needs money.
Someone
told
give
those
Joel
people
Osteen a
to
check.
Trying to
fuck
His
get
off.
another
family,
jet.
Joel Osteen's family, everybody, for those of you who don't know, he lives in Texas. The hurricane that's hit the eastern seaboard has affected him emotionally, and his family is now starving.
Yeah.
But please don't come to his big church when your house is flooded. He doesn't want you.
He doesn't want
dirty
you
He
there.
wants you
carpet.
dirty poor people
Don't
in his
dirty
goddamn
up his
house.
carpets.
Maybe
You're
if
gonna
you
make it
had
gross.
money that people give you for talking to Jesus,
He actually
you'd
heard-
be able to afford it.
Why didn't you think of that now? Jesus doesn't want you to take money from me.
Why
He
don't you
wants
get
to
your shit
give me
together
money.
and start scamming people like I'm doing?
Jesus said it best. There's a sucker born every minute.
I'm pretty sure he said that.
I think it was Jesus.
It may have been my dad. It may have
And
been
then
my dad.
it was P.T. Barnum that said,
kick your
he with his
ass.
without sin,
Get
turn
stoned first.
Yeah, get
Get
really stoned.
first. Yep.
Get really fucking stoned first.
Let he without sin get stoned
Cast
first.
the first rock.
Nay, he without sin
Smoke this
smoketh
rock.
The first rock.
Smoke it, and I will smote thee.
I'd like to
And I
take a
will-
moment to thank our fourth guest, Mo.
I feel
Fourth
like
guest Mo
if
is
I were
on here.
Jesus, I
Thanks
would
for all
not-
your help, Mo. Mo. Oh, there's his dick for everyone
Big
to
belly.
see.
Everybody wants to see his dick
big
right here.
belly,
Big belly dick. Billy dick. Deli Billy.
big dilly dick,
Big dilly
a
dick.
dilly dally dick.
I honestly think though that Jesus was very concerned about money.
Jesus.
Very very concerned. He actually went to that tax guy and said, "You're not charging enough."
Yeah, he was
And
worried about his
he went in.
401k.
He went into the
Higher
exchange
interest
and he got a
rates.
bullwhip and he said, "Charge more money." And then he started whipping people that weren't paying taxes. Remember?
Yeah.
He whipped the shit out of them too.
Yeah.
He said, "You goddamn unemployed people need to get back out of my country."
Get a goddamn job.
And then go
Pontius
get it.
Pilate was doing the right thing, crucifying him, because he wanted to just charge out the ass. And Pontius Pilate's a good guy. He's like, don't do this to my
Like,
people,
just
man.
being unreasonable now.
That's
Come
the
on,
last
man.
thing that he wanted.
We're gonna have to crucify you now.
Listen, I don't want people to have to pay these unjust taxes by the Roman Empire.
Yeah,
This
what's
is not
wrong with
fair.
you, Jesus?
But Jesus is like, "No, you pay your taxes and a lot, but also
Oh,
give me some because I'm
well.
Jesus and I need a Corvette."
What are you supposed to give, like 10% of your money to the church or something?
Yeah,
Like,
something
just
like
something
that.
like
I don't even know who created that.
That's
Because there's like this
crazy.
old goofy parable where it's like there's the rich guy and there's the poor lady, and the poor lady gives like
Yeah.
1 coin and the rich guy gives like 10,000 coins, and the rich guy's still rich at the end of the day, but the poor lady's still poor at the end of the day. And the whole idea is that like she gave everything she had, which was that 1 coin, and this guy still had
The
leftovers.
problem with all that is it's like giving it to like a fucking charity. You don't know where that money's
They're
going.
hypnotizing you
Just
to give
giving it
them
to them.
more
Yeah.
money. Give all of your money to God. You should be poor. As poor as
Yeah.
this lady, give the church all of your money. That's what they're telling you.
I don't think anyone
pay
in the
taxes.
Bible doesn't
Hey.
talk about.
Hey guys, they need it.
Pay taxes
They
to
need
God.
it for jets.
Yeah.
They need it for nice chairs. They need it for a bigger house.
They're in these shitty
They
giant
need
churches
it.
that are beautiful and cost millions of dollars to build. They don't have the money
You
for
guys are being
things.
selfish here. Fuck's wrong with
How are
you?
they supposed to have a boring ass music?
Where am I supposed to
program?
get these cool robes if you're not giving me a
How
check
do I
every
get
week?
my 5th private jet, if I don't get your checks?
We
every
got to
week?
start selling indulgences again. I can't do this anymore.
We need more
I
in
need
the
the
offering
money.
tray for the Olympic-sized swimming pool for baptisms.
Jesus is ignoring you right now, and you need to pay money so he can listen.
Jesus asked you to write me a blank check.
Jesus is disappointed that he doesn't have a jacuzzi yet.
Jesus Cristo is going to kill you.
Oh, it's a Spanish.
Jesus. That's another funny one, right? Like a guy's name is Jesus or like Yeshua.
We just
or-
hired a Jesus at the company.
Yeah, what did he know? The guy's fucking.
I asked him to bless me every morning.
You
Call
should
him
get another
Jesus.
dude. You should get another dude named Muhammad and hire him and make them work
All
together.
right, now this is awkward.
Yeah, make them work together. That'd be funny
We're
as
gonna have
shit.
some arguments. It'd be really interesting.
Yeah, and then get another dude named
What's the-
Abraham and have them all three work together.
Yeah, is Jewish.
Jewish
is
guy named
Abraham the
Abraham?
big
Yeah.
Jewish? Is Abraham the Jewish one? Their Jewish
He's
Jesus?
so
No,
the way
he's-
it goes is Abraham is the father of the two Christian
all-
and
Muslim.
I
yeah,
thought
so
all of them,
so
yeah.
Christianity and Islam go off the same child, but Judaism goes off of the opposite. So I think it's like Isaac
But
and
Judaism is the base.
Yeah.
It's the early thing.
yeah.
Even
so
like
so Abraham has
Muslims
2
believe,
children. He has Isaac and one other one. I think it was Newton.
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
And
And,
it-
so the Christians and the Muslims believe that Ishmael is the lineage of the Christ, and they believe that Isaac is the lineage of Jewish tradition.
For real?
Basically,
I probably have that backwards, but
That's
it's
crazy.
fucking Abraham had a wife, Sarah,
yeah.
and he also had a concubine.
What the fuck? He's a pimp.
So
It starts
Ishmael.
with it starts with a Hagar. That was the
Yeah.
and so he had a baby with both of them.
Oh, so he's a
And
piece
so
of shit.
and his
Bastard son.
and the God he guaranteed that or he promised the Holy Land to Abraham and his
Family.
progeny.
Spring.
Yeah.
And so that's why the fight over the Holy Land between the Muslims
Yeah.
and the Jews is because both
'Cause
of
he
them
couldn't
feel like
keep
they
his
have a
dick in his
right.
Because there was
Yeah,
he was
because
supposed to
he likes
sacrifice his
some
child.
strange every
God
once
damn
in
it,
a while.
Abraham! You gotta
Yeah.
fucking go and fuck other
Couldn't
It's
bitches.
embarrassing
Stick
for
in his
everyone
pants.
involved.
Well, I mean, you're around that time and you have power over women. Like, what do you think those guys are going to do? They're first of all, they're stupid. They can't fucking read, right? And they think some magical voice is talking to them. They're already like schizophrenic and shit like that. And then you mean to
Ours
tell
do
me
a lot
that
of
they're not
They
going
were
to
burning a lot of bush, if you know what I mean.
burning a lot of bush. You mean to tell me they weren't beating women? Like, yeah, right, dude. They didn't know any better. These motherfuckers were just
beating
like
off.
beating women, beating
Beating
off,
off on
beating their
women.
children.
Beating off on women,
And
beating
then
women
God
off.
tells them to kill their child, and they're just like, I'm gonna kill my child
gonna
for the
do
kingdom of heaven. Oh
And then
man,
he tells him to stop.
Look,
so.
I'm glad you like a book.
I can see it in your heart. You're willing to murder your child. I mean, sacrifice him.
Am I my brother's keeper?
That's why anyone who thinks that
I
fight
killed him,
between them over the Holy Land will ever end is an idiot.
Yeah,
You
it's
know-
stupid.
They're arguing over shit that's made up. So
What do you want?
You know,
I
It'll
mean,
never go
I
away.
think Harry Potter's better than whatever, but I mean that doesn't. You can't actually argue with me because neither of them are real.
Yeah.
You know what I think is funny about the Cain and Abel story? That God asked
Cocaine and
Abel
Abel.
or whatever, whoever killed the other one, he's like, "Where's your brother?" Wait, you're God. Shouldn't you
Why are you
know?
asking me this?
Shouldn't you know this
He,
already?
he
Yes.
wanted him to fess up, dude.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
come on,
well,
man.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, well, he's a big jackass for thinking that's going to happen.
I mean, we've all been there. I
What a
wanted to kill you all
retarded
the time.
retard.
I remember when you killed your brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
but
am
we don't talk about
murdered.
him anymore.
We-
Brian
the
Rafter.
Brian
Brian
Rafter.
Rafter.
Brian.
Weirdo. He had to go with a name like that.
I mean, we all felt it. I mean,
We all stabbed him. It was like a Julius Caesar thing.
Yeah,
he
he
even
said-
looked at my sister at too, Lindsay.
he actually said to the dog, to
Loki?
and then Loki stabbed him.
Got him.
Just fucking shit.
Well, they couldn't have the ABC going on. Austin, Brian, and Chris.
Yeah.
No, they needed to be
Brian
some
Cranston.
separation.
That's what it sounds like.
Austin, Brian Cranston,
And Lindsay.
and Lindsay Cranston Bryanson.
Brian
Mr.
Lindsay Cranston. Got it.
Brian Cranston,
Mr.
Lindsay's
Fern.
son.
Dude Stein. We also want to make sure that you guys know that we are having our next special guest next week when I think I'm not here.
Good thing I'm learning this right now.
Yeah, and we're going to have the Chief Justice John Roberts on. Hopefully he doesn't cancel like he did
Johnny.
last time.
Motherfucker. apparently.
Chief Justice John Roberts is known for
He's always giving you the runaround.
eating a lot of McDonald's and barfing at large parties.
Yeah, it's
So-
fucking. It's really incredible.
Barfing at his fucking the stand that
Yep.
the judge sits on.
We're going to talk a little constitutional
You
law.
got
We're
it.
going to talk a little McDonald's.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about
Fast food.
throwing up. We're all gonna throw up,
We're going to puke everywhere, but you know.
and then it's gonna end with a good old fashioned fight to the death.
I'd like to talk about the Brett Kavanaugh hearings, and that's all I'd like to say about them.
All right,
On to our next segment.
Those
And
are going
we're
on.
done.
We'd like to go ahead and go on to our next segment, which is called the Not the Brett
Wait,
Kavanaugh
let's go to
hearings.
the person in the field and see what they think about the whatever you just talked about.
And
And they're not in the
they
field.
don't exist anymore.
Oh wait, what is the dog thing?
Diane, I'm here today with.
Diane, I'm here today with some guy who heard about this on the news.
Who heard about this on the news?
On the
Well,
news.
I didn't really know what was going on. I just heard that two people were going to be speaking in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee, and I thought, this might be a good time to tune in on television. Anyway, hi, Mom. How you doing?
That's pretty good, dude.
Okay, now we're gonna move on to someone
gonna-
who hopefully actually.
I feel like I know what
watched
that
it.
guy that
The
you just did the voice
goddamn
looks like.
Mexicans are stealing our jobs. Okay, moving
All
on.
right, now we're gonna
We're
bring it
getting
back
out
to
of the
you.
field now.
Yeah, that
This has become a shitstorm.
That one wasn't as good.
I didn't like that
Diane, I was trying to do the fucking Trisha Takanawa.
one.
voice,
Toyota
yeah.
Takanawa, Toyota Kirosaki.
Toyota Kiyosaki.
Yeah, they
Oh,
always- we all speak Japanese and other languages that you may not understand because they are made up.
Because they're made up.
A lot of them are made up.
And my fun made up language that I made up the other day.
I think that we should have
Take a break,
I
Roo?
think we should have a smoke. Yeah, let's. I think that could be good. It'd be very therapeutic, and then we'll come back in like 5-10 minutes after. We'll rehash session. Do you want to bring us out, or do you want me to?
Oh my god. When logic and proportion have fallen sloppy dead, and the white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head, remember what the Dormouse said, feed your head, feed your head.
And we're back with another episode of the Hanging from the Rafters podcast. We're here today with Nikki. I'm here introducing us, Bryce, but we also got Big Chris Rafter. He's the host of the show. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Second half.
Don't sound too
We've
excited.
been booting black tar heroin, everybody. Yep. That's why we're all like this. All of us are. We're all like
Guys,
this.
we're fucking back.
We're back.
Oh, the dog
We are
is going
back.
to get in
We're
his
shady.
position.
Dog's going to get right back to where he was in petting position.
What a good boy.
All right.
Perfect petting position. We were talking about Jessica Jones just out there in the gay rage.
We're talking about
The gay rage.
how
Gay
fucking-
rage.
Gay rage.
There's a lot of gay raging going on.
There's a lot of gay raging going on in the gay rage.
Do you know where your children are?
Gay raging.
You're
You know
gay
where-
raging. It's like day raging, but with gayness.
But gayer.
Is
It's
your-
much gayer than that.
Back in 11, is your couch poisoning you? The answer may surprise you.
I'm gonna wait for this report.
I know that's the worst
I'm
part about the
wondering, am I
news.
getting pointed
All right,
right
we're
now?
back, and no, it's not.
We're still
okay.
yeah.
That's what's
That is
surprising.
surprising.
you
'Cause
thought it
you
was,
had me
and you're
worried
wrong.
there.
You're
Short
fucking
segment
wrong.
on something you didn't care about, and about simple facts about how
Simple
farts
Jack.
don't affect you that way.
Why do they always do that though? They do the whole fucking like, oh, is this
'Cause they
like
want
what
you to
you're
watch
eating
the
at dinner
goddamn
killing
commercials.
you? It's like you motherfuckers.
Because they want you to watch the commercial. That's why they don't
I'm
tell
just
you
on
right
my phone
away.
during them
'Cause they-
anyway.
sometimes you come back and then
Which has
you come
ads.
back to that story and they're like, nah, it's not.
Sports do the same thing. They'll like they made fun of it on Comedy Bang Bang even. The switch up episode with
got
Eddie George.
Oh yeah.
And so like they were making fun of it, and they were basically like, the sports guys were supposed to do comedy acts, you know, as part of the deal with Reggie and Scott Aukerman, and Scott Aukerman and Reggie were supposed to do sports stuff.
Ox Scotterman.
And so these sports guys were like,
I think it was Scott Sportsman that night or something.
they're like basically like they do a baseball joke. They're like, you know, what happened to the pitcher who got a home run off of his, you know, whatever. The punchline later tonight. And when we go on to the slugging champs, like, you know, and it's like they go on to a whole different like segment that they're not going to tell you the punchline to the joke. It's like, you know, what happened when the first baseman, you know, tagged the guy, you know, whatever, and they just like more at 11. Like, it's like, okay, what the fuck, man.
Those are your jokes.
We have like some semblance of comedy in the sense that I was telling a baseball joke, even though it's not a very good one, and they never told you the punchline to that joke either. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Although Reggie did a really good Comedy Bang Bang intro on that one.
With his music?
Yeah, he was like, Comedy Bang Bang, the show's the best. He did like a Monday Night
I
Football.
think I remember that now.
Yeah. The comedy show with celebrity guests. He just, you know, he did a whole thing just like they would do for Monday Night Football with like when they had Shania Twain doing it for, or if was it Faith Hill?
I thought it was some other chick.
They also, just recently, but for a long time, back with like a couple
broad.
others, back
There
in the
was
2000s.
also that guy though who did it for a while, Kid Rock.
He did it for a bit, and then there was another older country dude. I think Big and Rich even did it for a while because they have
It
a
wasn't
goofy.
Keith Urban, was it?
It might have been. Who fucking knows? You're just saying that because they were married, right?
No, just because like most country singers look alike to me.
That's true.
They all wear
fucking
hats,
racist.
and so I don't know what
Hey,
their hair looks like.
Us white people don't all look alike. Just most of us.
Goddamn Oklahomans.
Oklahoma.
Oklahomos is what it's like.
Oklahomies.
Like
Queers.
enough
Wait,
from
what?
Oklahoma, but steers and queers, I don't see no horns on you, boy.
What?
It's always the most common one. There's only two kinds of people from Texas: is steers and queers. I don't see any horns on you.
I was gonna say the horned ones and the non-horned ones.
Yeah. There's only two kinds of queers: ones with horns and ones that without.
Hey, there's a lot of gay men with
Are you
horns.
saying that everyone in Texas is gay?
all the gay men in Texas
Those
have
long
horns?
horns.
They all have horns or they don't. Either way, they're gay.
I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah.
Well,
Texas. and
it's a
gay.
scientific fact.
That is a scientific fact.
I love when you could see those.
You hear that? Bears.
Bears, Ron.
Now you're putting the whole studio at jeopardy.
Battlestar.
They can smell the menstruation.
Bears beats Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar Galactica. He's like so pissed that like that's exactly what he would have said.
Damn it.
He's dressed just like a Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. I've been watching more of that recently. I want those
Yeah.
Great Danes, man.
Yeah, you were saying that.
Joe Bennett, she got Great Danes in the office. They are great.
Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Norman Bates' mother. Because she's crazy. She does those crazy roles really well.
Isn't Norman Bates like a killer or something?
Psycho.
Oh.
And that goofy emo show with him on it and his mom. And he's just a boy. He's just a boy.
She's also Bobby Boucher's mom.
Used to watch it. It was the Bates Motel. Used
to watch it. Used to watch it. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I watched like a season and then I was like, oh, it's like
Was that
the
any
same
good?
Thing. I
wa-
didn't need
no,
it in
you
my
watched,
life.
You watched it for a fair bit. I even like
No,
sat
I
there
only
and
I
watched it
don't
with
even
you a
know if
couple
I
of
actually
times.
finished the first season, or maybe I got like a season and a half.
Something like that. You were watching it for a decent. It was in your roto.
If it was like a day, then I probably finished.
That's a lot more than I'd give like a show that I wasn't that into. A whole season?
You're very optimistic. That's why.
I am. I like to give it the benefit of the doubt that
You
it will
basically-
get better.
With me, you get like 2 shows. Unless someone told me that you got to hold on. Like someone's got to give me the heads up that like, it's slow in the beginning. It's okay.
Like Trailer Park Boys. Here, who's got a lighter?
You want this?
I know.
You want this later?
I'll take that one.
Too bad.
Trailer Park Boys is really slow in the beginning. I understand it's a completely
That-
different kind of show.
I remember when we first watched that,
Yeah,
we didn't
his Raptor told
understand that
us
it was funny. we're
No,
thinking about
no,
it.
we didn't even get that it was funny.
Yeah, so we're like just sitting there, and then like I
You ever
think we
tried to-
randomly quoted it,
You ever
and
try
we
to like?
realized it was funny.
I try to explain like people in my work who are like 40. Like you should watch Trailer Park Boys. You like Lloyd. I was trying to get Lloyd.
Lloyd
to
would love it.
He would, and like I was trying to explain it to them, and like I feel like he took offense. I was like, it's about like white trash dudes in fucking Canada.
What are you saying about me?
Yeah, exactly. Like you
I would
think
like
that
that,
I would
why?
like that? I like that. So yes.
Yeah. What are you trying to say that I'm not?
I'm saying
equating
that there's
myself
some
to
white
you?
trash there.
I'm clearly saying that I watch the show.
It's why I like it as well.
Why would I suggest something I don't watch? Oh, I heard a show for you. I don't
watch
watch it.
Maury?
I watch good Christian television.
It's called Nazis.
It's called Nazis.
You love it.
Yeah, I watch Nazis.
Fucking Nazi.
It's all about hailing the master race.
What is a Nazi religion?
Christianity, I guess. I mean, it's not necessarily a
They're-
Nazi religion, but
No,
like,
they had no religion. That was the thing.
Oh,
Because there's nothing supposed to be above the party.
Besides race, like races.
Well, rice is part of the party.
rice too.
Rice.
is delicious.
There's nothing that should be
you
above
can only have
rice.
white rice. You can't have brown rice.
Yeah, well,
pilaf.
they weren't very healthy.
Fucking risking it.
No pilaf. That sounds like Russian, and I'm pretty
Basmati.
sure
Ooh,
we
you're
fought them.
borderline.
I'm gonna get that Basmati character, and I'm gonna get his family, and they're all gonna be dead.
Dead,
I
I
want
tell
him
ya.
and his kids dead. Dead.
John Basmati and Cynthia Rice.
John Rice. And
Is Cynthia Rice a real person?
It sounds kind of right.
Who knows?
I'm thinking.
I hope
what
so.
was
Jerry
was,
Rice.
Jerry Rice, but what was Bush's Secretary of the State?
Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza.
Yeah.
Condolingus Rice.
Condoleezza's wife.
Cunnilingus.
You know what? It's funny.
I
I
get
get her now. I get her mixed up with Amarosa.
Can I have a lighter?
Borita Barroso.
Omarosa from she was from the fucking Trump show, and then he hired her on as like a cabinet member, and then something happened, and they had to like kick her out, and so then like he was talking any types of shit about her, even though like 2 months ago he loved her.
Oh, of course.
I feel like that's happened to everyone that he's like appointed or
Absolutely.
gotten them a job.
Yeah, he turns on people real quick. There's no.
It's just a way of him like being like, yeah, I am.
You should
cleaning
know.
The swamp. Like, well, you
anyone
put them
who
there
walks in
too.
there who like joins that cabinet and is like, I'm going to be part of this team, has to know that at any point he may just throw you out to the fucking wind.
You're fired.
Like you make one
You're
fucking
fired.
mistake and he's got to
Fired.
distance himself. He'll talk 8 types of shit about you on Twitter.
I really wanted him to say that to Obama when they were like,
We
And
got,
I want to,
like,
I want to say we're here today. We've won the election. We've done a great service to America. All this 9 yards, whatever. And then he says, but I want to say to Mr. Obama, thank you for running this country for the past 8 years and doing the responsibilities of president. But now, since I am the president-elect, you're fired. It's Inauguration Day, and you're out. Something like that.
You didn't make
He
it.
does something from the show. You know what I mean? Like, be a full-blown celebrity president. At least just go for it. If you're gonna be a jackass on wheels in
got a
in
persona.
real life, then just
be a jackass of all trades.
Just What? Come on, man.
Later.
I do like to think that. I mean, it'd be fun to think that maybe he is draining the swamp in a way where it's like he's outing all of these Republicans.
I don't
right
think
now.
there's been a swamp there for quite a while.
I think there's a
They
swamp.
drained the swamp when they built.
I think
They
there's
have good
plenty of
foundations,
swamps.
too.
I think there's
Like,
plenty of swamp. There's plenty of corruption in politics, but even
I
then,
was talking about a literal swamp.
Yeah, like geographic,
oh no, you know what? They
Because
came.
Washington D.C. used to actually be a swamp.
That's true.
And then they built
They had
Washington
that,
D.C. there
and then
because
they wanted the president. to live
we're
there.
Americans and we do ridiculous
We
shit.
changed
It doesn't
the
make any
world.
sense. We should probably just build this somewhere that's not a swamp. Nah,
That's too easy.
fuck that. Get some, get some slaves in here, and then in modern day, get some Mexicans.
And then we'll build
Whatever.
We'll tell them to build a big point.
We like to do silly shit.
We'll
just
just build
silly shit.
a big point that goes. It just points. That's all it does.
Yeah, it's just a point.
And you can ride in it, and Spider-Man's there.
And somehow it's about, it's about George Washington.
Yeah,
'Cause
Washington.
he
It's
had
the
a point.
He pointed.
His point was that we all have to have a point in life.
Really
And like
point.
chop down like
And
cherry blossom.
I'd like
trees.
everyone to just stop for
Is
a
that what it
minute.
was?
It's just.
Was it an
Just-
apple tree?
Just really
Wait.
stop to think about that.
And
George Washington wanted you to have a point in life, and so his thing looks like his monument. Sorry,
Mhm.
it has a point, and it looks like a penis.
look at big dick.
So just think about that.
And you can ride up the urethra in an elevator.
Send us your
And then-
thoughts.
and
Hanging
then-
from the Rafters podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah,
I
make
actually
sure-
get it right now.
Thoughts, dick pics, and points. If you want to send us a picture of the Washington Monument, there's no one stopping you. I'll tell you that right now.
Send us a lot of pictures of the Washington Monument,
Yeah, which
and then
is
slip a
lot-
dick pic in there just for fun.
Yeah, but make
Just for a
sure
goof.
Compare.
make
For a goof.
sure that the Washington Monument thing says 9/11. Never forget.
Yeah. remember when we moved
At the
in?
wrong place.
Remember when we moved in and Kirby put all those signs around, like reminding us to do shit.
Oh yeah.
And so like I was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna troll you now." So I put up a bunch of signs. There's still one out there. It's the only one still left. But like one of them was, "Don't forget about not," or like one of them was, you know, she'd put like, "Don't forget to turn off the stove," or "Don't forget to do your dishes," or whatever. And like I put up one of those, "Don't forget about 9/11 and freedom."
And freedom.
It was like a picture of the towers before they were taken down. The other one with the guy that was hitting his head. And it's like, "Don't forget to not forget about stuff."
Don't forget to not forget about stuff. You got to remember not to forget, guys. Remember not to forget.
I like a good troll, good real life troll.
It's so
not
hard
good at them.
sometimes, though.
Yeah.
Don't make yourself open to jokes if you don't want me to make jokes about you.
It's gonna happen. I've been at the butt at several.
What
That
is
easy.
You've been in the butt of several?
I've been at the butt of several jokes.
Was it nice?
It was, I guess.
It
was-
felt good.
There was funny.
You know, he was a little scared at first.
The attention's kind of nice, right?
Yeah.
So,
You should rip that right into the fucking mic every time.
can I have that later?
Oh, you want the fucking lighter?
Zippity-doo-dah.
Zippity, eh?
My, oh my.
What a wonderful day.
I think it's out. You should pack this.
I don't care what your opinion is on things. I want to know the facts.
What are the facts that you should pack it?
I'm almost out.
All right. Well, I don't play volleyball anymore, so I'm not packing shit.
What the fuck
Is
does
that a
volleyball
thing?
have to do with packing?
Oh, is that where
You can pack on
is that where
someone.
you like you just knock it down?
Yeah.
That was a really obscure reference.
Come on now.
Everyone knows that about volleyball,
That's
motherfuckers.
just blocking.
Who doesn't watch volleyball? Communists.
And, like,
You and your
stopping
kids,
someone.
you
You
and
know
your
who-
kids
you
with
know
the
who-
packing and the locking and your dance moves. I don't like it.
You know who didn't like volleyball? Stalin.
He was a goddamn communist.
And he killed a lot of his own
Him
people.
and Pol Pot killed volleyball players.
Yeah, they really had it out for volleyball.
It's true.
Mo, what do you think about that?
Pot?
Thanks for your input.
Pol Pot was a man who had a cooking show, and he decided to be a communist. No, he's a Khmer Rouge military dictator for Cambodia.
Dictator.
Yeah.
There's a dick in that word.
He's a real dick, isn't he, Tater?
With like a
You know?
soft k.
He's a real dictator.
He's a
Like
dice
if
stick.
your friend was named Tater,
Oh, you want to hear the puppy snore?
the puppy snoring would be funny.
It would be cute.
We're setting up a microphone for Mo right now while he sleeps. While you sleep.
We do watch dogs sleep, which is a little creepy.
Just say it out loud. Just English. Just speak English.
If you speak English, we'll give you like
If
all
this-
the food.
Guys, if this dog speaks English to us right now, we're gonna feed it a cheeseburger like straight up and like give it $50.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna
Good
freak
one,
the
too.
fuck out.
and then we're gonna freak the fuck out.
We're gonna get him one
give
for like Fuddruckers or fucking In-N-Out.
Buttfuckers.
Yeah, to
Butt
go
fuckers,
order
too.
food at places
Can I
like
have a
Eddie
lighter?
Murphy in Shrek.
I bet you'd like a lighter, wouldn't you? To
Yeah,
light
I
some shit
would.
on fire.
Yeah,
Pyro.
like this. Nothing else.
Pyrokinetic.
Oh my god, she's lighting a small fire in my room. Call 911.
Call the cops or the fire department. I don't
It's
know.
a very controlled burn.
What if you you definitely get some serious trouble, but it might be pretty funny if you called and you said there's a fire at my house, and when they get there, you just out there smoking a bowl and be like, it's in this bowl. It's kind of a controlled burn.
There's a fire at my house. We're having a barbecue. Do you want to come?
I
Sir,
wonder,
this is
like,
an emergency line.
they definitely will be like,
Yeah, but are you
they,
busy?
they give you like you get a charge or whatever.
Yeah.
But what would they actually say? Like the firemen. Because they're not worried about that you get that from the cop, they'd call for you filing a false report. But they've got to like sit there like, are you fucking serious?
Yeah, and your chili sucks.
I went to your cookout and it's bullshit.
You called me here for
You're out
no
of
fucking
beer.
reason as a joke, and I come here and you offer me chili as consolation,
Now I got
and
the
it
shits.
blows ass. It's not even spicy.
It blows
my
my
ass.
ass. Hell. All right, Jinx, you owe me
Soda.
$4,500.
Oh,
Yeah,
Very specific amount of money.
It's actually gone quite up quite a bit since the
Tim-
soda.
You know,
We're not 9
I
years
said
old
Tim,
anymore.
I
You owe me
inflation,
money.
dude.
Chris got in a bad deal, and he needs to get out of it.
Yeah, I owe some people some money. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And they may show up and kill everyone.
To the tune of. That's a very specific amount of money, Chris.
I owe Mo some money.
Well, he's a very tough customer. I wouldn't want to mess with him.